When the boy was born, like old Spartans, he was inspected. If he'd been small or puny, or sickly or misshapen, he would have been discarded. From the time he could stand, he was baptized in the fire of combat.
Trap monk.
Shalom, all praises, glory, honor, and fear. Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Rakakadash. Double honors to elders, those that came before us, and citates to election, the warriors of the true tabernacles of David that's being lifted up and raised up in the spirit and not in the flesh. And the thing about, being born of the Lord, being born again, which I'm gonna do a video now, is that just as Yahushua, when he was going through the sufferings, when he was going through all the turmoil, and when he actually put down his life and he died for the Lord and for the nation of Israel, and when he took upon himself all the sins, all the evil, all the curses, that's when Yahushua said, "This day I have begotten thee." See, he's born him. So we're also being born, right? Becoming new, right? By our sufferings, by our afflictions, by the hatred. You see, that's why it's to say he was made perfect through sufferings. And the same thing with us as also being sons of the Lord. 1 Corinthians 15 and verse 47 says, the first man is of the earth, earthly. The second man is a Lord from heaven. It says, as is the earth. And look, that's what the Lord did. Even when the wine, the first miracle he did, he saved the best for last. And that's why it says in Ecclesiastes, better is the end of the thing than the beginning thereof. And we're at the end right now. So really, we're in a better time now for us. It says, as is the earth, such are they also that are earthy, right? Corrupt, not perfect, always changing, you see, always corroding and breaking down. That's earth, he says. And as is the heavenly, such are they also that are heavenly. And as we have borne the image of the earthy, we shall also bear the image of the heavenly, you see. So just when Stephen was getting stoned to death, because that's what the true men of the world went through. They didn't get fame and praise and called high priest this and elder this. No, they weren't loved like that of the world and of the church and the camps and the synagogues and the sects. They were cast out. They were hated. They were despised and rejected, just as Yahushua was. Because the earthly, right, those that are from beneath, the devilish wisdom, their own wisdom, they're going to hate those that have the heavenly wisdom, which is above them in the spirit. Because the Lord's thoughts, his ways are higher than man's ways. Acts 6 and 15. And all that sat in the council, looking steadfastly on him, saw his face as it had been the face of an angel. So Stephen was in his transformation. He was coming out of the world. He was leaving the womb, so to say. He was leaving the flesh. You see? Overcoming the flesh. Being born in the spirit. You see? The Father. That's why the Lord said in Psalms also, when father and mother forsake me, the Lord will receive me. So that's what's happening now too as well. But the thing is with a lot of wicked of our nation is that when they're born, right, when they, come across this truth, they're not begotten of the Lord. They're a son of Belial. They're a son of the devil, of this world. Psalms 58 and 1. It says, and this is a prayer for the punishment of the wicked. So that's why the Lord said to Jeremiah, don't pray for this people. We don't pray for you guys that are reprobates and are wicked. You see? And it's in all these camps. You have the 2/3, man. You have the Pharisees and scribes and chief elders and priests. That same spirit back then, they're back here now, man. They're back here now. It says, do ye indeed speak righteousness, O congregation? Do ye judge uprightly, O ye sons of men? You see, sons of men, not sons of power. You see, yeah, in heart ye work wickedness, ye weigh the violence of your hands in the earth, which is unjust balances, which is abomination to the Lord. It says, the wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. You see, using deceit, subterfuge, right? And this is not, and like guys, they'll bring out this precept like, yeah, see, that's Esau, that's Esau, and the Renaissance. Well, yeah, that's one side of it, but you also have to get into wickedness of our nation, which guys don't want to talk about because they're wicked and they're trying to hide their sins. They're trying to hide themselves from the Lord. That's why when we go to Ezra, it says how, what shall ye do? And how will you hide your sins from the Most High and his angels? And what was the face of Stephen turned into? A face of an angel. So we are angels as well, just in the terrestrial. We're in the carnal terrestrial body still, you see. But just as we born this body, the earthy, we're also going to born the heavenly, just as Yahushua. So it says, the wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies, you see. Because they are not with Yahushua, they're not with the shepherd. They're a bunch of goats and wolves. And when you go into that word, estranged, the wicked are estranged. This Hebrew word here is awar, meaning a stranger. Check this out. It says, a strange woman, prostitute, harlot. You see? So they're alienated. They're strange to the Lord, man. They're not intimate and a friend of the Lord. A lot of guys, they're strangers, man. They're harlots. They're hoes, man. It says, another foreigner, an enemy, you see? And that's why Paul said, even weeping, that there's many enemies of the cross, of what Yahushua did back then, right? He gave his life for many, and what Yahushua is doing now. They are enemy of the true sacrifices of the righteous, you see? And they go astray. Genesis 5:3. And Adam lived 130 years and begat a son in his own likeness, after his image, and he called his name Seth. You see, so after the fall of Abel, which Cain slew his brother Abel because his sacrifice was more righteous, and the Lord accepted his while he denied Cain. So he was jealous, he was wroth, he was envious and hateful, and he slew his brother. He murdered him. But the Lord raised up Seth. So Adam, right, he begat a son his own likeness after his image. So let's get the word for likeness and image. That word likeness is damwath. Damwath is the likeness of, right, the similitude, the fashion. It says, let's see what that word likeness means. Right, the resemblance, the fact or quality of being alike. And that's why when you had Thomas ask Yahushua, oh, well, can we see the Father? Show us the Father. He was like, why do you need to see that? If you've seen me, if you can see me, if you have eyes that are blessed, and then guess what? You've already seen the Father through Yahushua, because he's resembled. He was in the light. He was made in the likeness, after the similitude, the resemblance of the Most High, the Father. Now he wasn't Yahweh, no, but basically the spitting image. You know how like someone have a son and like, oh, he's a spitting image of you. That's a little you. And just like Yahushua is a little Yahweh, we're also the Lord's little ones, where we're resembling him as well. It says after his image, and let's get the word for image, is tazalam, image. All right, image. It says, right there it is, right there. It says, a representation of the external form of a person. The general impression that a person, organization, or product presents to the public. That's heavy. To the public, let me see. Also means to form a mental picture or idea of. It also means to imitate. Comes from the Latin imago, meaning to imitate. So when coming to Yahushua and the Word and the men that's with him and walking in his spirit, walking the straight gate, you are to imitate them. Follow their lead. And I was watching this movie last night, which is really heavy. I suggest all you brothers go and check it out. It's called Black 47 or 47 Black on Netflix. It's going into like the war between, like in the 40s between England and Ireland. And, basically how Esau was really coming into his power. Like, famine and all that. But see, there was this leader. He was infamous. He was hated. He was wanted, dead or alive. But he was like a lion, man. It was just him. And he is very similar, right? The main character in Black 47. He symbolizes the elect. One man amongst 1,000. One of you shall chase 1,000. And all the hard work that it takes to actually lead the people against the oppressors, against those that are too strong. And that's why the Lord said, we ought to be strong for those that are weak, that can't stand it for themselves, you see? Man, I really like that movie too, man. Like, you got these, one quick scene, which is really stuck with me. But you had these, like, fake religious leaders of, like, the church and stuff. And they were, like, telling all these people all this, like, nonsense and just wasting time while they had soup there. Well, there was a famine, people dying, right? They had people outside trying to say, oh, yeah, don't eat the soup, don't eat the soup. So there'd be more for them, deceiving the people, right? All kind of wickedness, man, and corruptness. But, my man, he just, Feeney, I think his name was Feeney. He just walked up in there, right? Pushed the chick aside, trying to smooth talk him. Sat down, right? Put his hand in the soup, put it in the bowl, sat down, started eating. He didn't even blow, he just started eating that hot soup. And that's like the elect, man. You see? 2 Corinthians 3 and verse 18. But we all, with open face, beholding as in a glass the glory of the Lord, are changed into the same image from glory to glory, even as by the Spirit of the Lord. So this is all by the Spirit of the Lord. And it's not going to be by might, by a gun, by this, that word to be delivered, but by His Spirit. And when you also go to, go into the image, it's like Judges, right? Judges 6 in verse 22. And when Gideon perceived that he was an angel of the Lord, Gideon said, alas, O Lord, powerful, because I have seen an angel of the Lord face to face. It says, and the Lord said unto him, peace be unto thee, fear not, thou shalt not die. See, the thing is with the elect is that they're going to see eye to eye. So the elect is very small, is very strong, is very fervent, and very rooted in the Lord. And they don't need the accolades, they don't need the big channels and the followers, man. They don't need to be in the limelight. They don't need to be praised. You see? They just got to put down the groundwork, right? You see? Put down the groundwork to show our people the better, right way, man. 1 John 3 and 1 says, behold, what manner of love the Father hath bestowed upon us, that we should be called the sons of God. Therefore the world knoweth us not, because it knew him not. Beloved, now are we the sons of power, and it doth not yet appear what we shall be. But we know that when he shall appear, we shall be like him, for we shall see him as he is. You see, face to face. And it's heavy because it didn't say I think I might be a man of the Lord. No, it said that it says, but we know that. We are sure of this, man. This is our life. You see, this is our life. This is why we're breathing, man. We know our duty. We know why we was born. Like the brothers be saying, there's two prolific, huge things that happen in a man's life. The day you're born, the day you come into this world, and then the day you realize what you were born, what you were created for. You see? What were you meant to do in this world with this life that you've been given? Psalm 22 and verse 7 says, it's verse 6. I saw verse 4. It says, Our fathers trusted in thee. They trusted in thou didst deliver them. They cried unto thee and were delivered. They trusted in thee and were not confounded. But I am a worm. See, when the dirt, we're on the bottom. And no man, a reproach of men, and despise of the people. All they that see me laugh me to scorn. They shoot out the lip, they shake the head, saying, he trusted on the Lord that he would deliver him. Let him deliver him, seeing he delighted in him. But thou art he that took me out of the womb. Whoo. Thou didst make me hope when I was upon my mother's breasts. I was cast upon thee from the womb. Thou art my power from my mother's belly. It says, be not far from me, for trouble is near, for there is none to help. So that's the thing we're praying for, is for the Lord not to be far away from us, but to be near, but to be nigh. You know, to be close to us. Because this is definitely the time of Jacob's trouble. You know, and it's just going to keep on increasing and getting worse. Like, you got this series called Black Summer coming out tomorrow, season 2. Which that shows you how, you know, it's zombie apocalypse, all that. Yeah, well, it's going to get crazy like that, man. It's going to get similar to that. Isaiah 46 and verse 3 says, hearken unto me, O house of Jacob, and all the remnant, the small remaining men that are still girding up their loins like men, showing themselves men, being strong for the weak, being courageous, being bold, setting our face against the wicked, not taking a bribe or a gift. And that's what my man Feeney in Black 47 was doing. He wasn't talking much. He was all about business, man. And he was slaying the wicked, you know, carnally, but we're doing it spiritually. It says, and all of them, the house of Israel, which are born by me from the belly, which are carried from the womb. And even to your old age, I am he, and even to hoar hairs will I carry you. I have made, and I will bear. Even I will carry and will deliver you. You see, so Lord, he's going to deliver his chosen, his bride, his loved ones, his babes, his children. His true friends, man, he's going to deliver without a question or doubt. Because you are damned if you question, you doubt, you are damned if you eat, if you partake in this truth. You see, instead of you consuming the wicked, you're to be consumed of the mouth of the Lord. You see? Psalm 51 and verse 5 says, behold, I was shapen in iniquity, and in sin did my mother conceive me. So we came out of this world, we came out of sin, we came out of this whore. You see, like the Lord said in Revelation, also Micah 2, come out of for my people. You see, so the 2/3, basically what's happened to the 2/3, they're going to be aborted. You know, they're going to have an untimely death. Like an abortion. That's going to happen, man. You see, so I just want to bring that out real quick. And it's really crazy, man, because now they're saying, let me not get into it. But yeah, that's basically it, man. You know, Watchmen on the wall. Soon. You know, it's gonna be powerful. You know, it's always a pleasure. It's always an honor, and it's always exciting, man. It's never a dull moment when the Lord is really with you and sharpening you, and you know, we actually have the two-edged sword that's coming out of our mouth, the sword, the word. You see, all praise, glory, honor, and fear. Yahweh Bashim Yahushai Bashim Kakadash. Hey, shalom.